Hello music fans and music nuts, it's me Cubby with another personal spin. I'm finally starting it, my journey through the 1001 albums you must hear before you die. Before I start, let me just explain. I'm going to review every album in the book that I own on CD, and for every one that I don't have, I have my own selection, but I won't do those until the very end, because they won't be in chronological order or anything like that, because it will take me too long to work out where they go in the chronological order. So the first CD that I own is Elvis Presley. This is a very cool double pack. It's got his first album, which is the one that's in the book, this one, and then also his second album, Elvis. I will only review the first album, but I have to say I like both, and it comes with lots and lots of bonus tracks too, which is cool. So I realised that I wasn't born at any point where this album could be considered revolutionary, so it's difficult to get a sense of just how revolutionary this album actually is. But Elvis's first album really was. Sure, he wasn't the first, but he was the first to be mass marketed to a white American audience, I think, pretty much anyway. And the appeal was exceptional. He had this dude swinging his hips and sounding very, very cocky and sure of himself, and it must have been very appealing when before this kind of your only options were jazz or Frank Sinatra, really. There were other early rock and roll people as well, but they weren't marketed in the same way, mostly because they were black, but sign of the times, I guess. The album is quite it's difficult to explain, but in 1955 the world was a very different place. Some of the songs could be considered a little bit sexist or problematic for some people, I guess. But anyway, it's an interesting album to listen to. It's quite sparse in focus, being that most of the focus is on Elvis's voice. There's not loads of musical instruments happening. It's generally maybe some drums, a double bass, and a guitar. Sometimes there's like a little bit of other stuff going on, like a lead guitar, for example, but it's generally very sparse, which is interesting. It actually helps focus the album because it's not that long either. It's only about 35 minutes, and it's enjoyable pretty much. You got lively songs, and you've got more ballady songs, which both are very well performed, very well produced for the time anyway. And yeah, it's really good. It's really good. My favourite songs are the boppier, more lively ones, because I'm just that way. I like lively stuff the most, such as the opener, Blue Suede Shoes, and there's one song called One-Sided Love Affair, which is probably one of the more racy numbers, because it's a little bit sexist, but it's I don't have a problem with it because I know that it came from a different time where that sort of thing was the norm. So yeah, that is my review for the first album of the 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die book. If you like that and you're interested to see what else comes, please like and follow, and I will make a new review for the next album.